Hey, see here and welcome to Murdle, a daily mystery puzzle by GT Carver. They also have a book about all about this game, all like this game, and I would love to get it. But in the meantime, today's case seems really complicated, so let's hope I can manage. But this is a really cool website. It is Murdle.com on any browser that you can use, and it is such a cool concept because it's all about understand. It's kind of like Sudoku meets Clue or Cluedo if you're in Europe, but it's so cool. I love it because basically Detective Logical is your character, and you arrive at the scene of the crime, a secluded island. This is our thing for today. A secluded island where an old fisherman had been killed, and then you have suspects, weapons, locations. Oh, this one also has motives, which I didn't have the other times I did this. If you don't know how to play Murdle the first time, don't worry, there's a how-to mini Murdle which explains it really well, and there's tips and tricks and all of that, but it is such a cool game. Seriously, I really recommend it. Anyway, each suspect brought one weapon to one location, and they each had a motive to kill, but only one was a murder today. Unlike Inspector Ratino, who always began with what he didn't know, Detective Logico began with what he knew for sure. So, let's first read up all of our suspects, which are Dean Glaucus, the dean of some such and such department at a massively funded research university. What does he do? Well, he handles the money, for one. So we have right-handed, brown eyes, brown hair, Virgo. These all might come in handy. Baron Maroon, an incredibly haughty man who holds a grudge. Nobody wants to offend the Baron, at least nobody who's still alive. He's right-handed, hazel eyes, red hair, and Scorpio. And yeah, the thing as well, I keep forgetting the height, but it's fine. Judge Pine, master of the courtroom and possessed of a firm okay, belief in justice, and possessed of a firm belief in justice. That is a weird way to phrase it, as decided by her and her alone. She's right-handed, brown eyes, black hair, and Taurus. Okay. Then, an acclaimed actor of the Golden Age, now in his golden years, Silverton the Legend. He is right-handed, he has blue eyes, silver hair, and he is a Leo. Then we can go over to the weapons. There is a harpoon. You could kill a fish with this, or honestly, you could kill anything with it, to be fair. Yeah, it is heavyweight, of course, and made of metal. An ordinary brick. Just a regular, ordinary brick. Logical had heard of people being bashed and beaten with something like this. For evidence of this, look for a chip of brick left behind, which we might find later. You wouldn't guess, but an ordinary brick is made of brick. I really hate this thing. Can I disable it? Oh, there we go. An axe. This axe could chop a tree down or a person down. Logical had solved cases where someone was chopped with something like this. For evidence of this, look for a little nick left behind. It is made of wood and metal, and it is medium weight. And also Murdle Volume 1. Full of cryptic ruins and Hollywood homicides. Pre-order today. And actually, I would love to pre-order today. You can order Murdle on murdle.com/book, and I really want it. So if you are a fan of this, there is so much more of this in the book. It is not sponsored. I wish it was. It sounds like it is, but I just love this game so much. Now the locations, the ancient ruins. These same ancient ruins have appeared in several places, haven't they? Maybe they are connected somehow. I got this yesterday as well. I guess they are, because Murdle also has a story with all of the cases. Like the book also has a story that develops with all of the cases. So I guess these ancient ruins mean something. Interesting. The mysterious mansion. Anytime there's a mansion nearby, you know somebody's getting murdered. This one has it all. Secret passageways, locked rooms, an enormous library filled with dusty tomes. Then there's the haunted grove. A grove of trees on the corner of the island. Visitors have reported hearing voices whispering, but that's better than being murdered. And then there's the docks. Old rotting docks that have certainly seen better days. If you go into the water, look out for the sharks. Okay, and then motives, which I didn't have the other times I played. Let's see what it is about. To silence a witness. What did they see? Were they worth being killed over it? Or to win an argument. Sometimes there is only one surefire way to win an argument. To kill your adversary. To rage with jealousy. Logical has seen all sorts. He has seen someone be killed over a bagel. To hide an affair. You never know who might be having an affair these days. Interesting. So in case you didn't get what this was all about, we have a thing here, a kind of Sudoku grid, in which all of them can have only one of each things. So the suspects, each suspect has one weapon, was in one location only, and had one motive only. And then of course the weapons as well can only be connected to one motive only, and can only be found on one location, etc, etc. And the location are also connected only to one motive, and all of that. To find out what each thing is connected to what, we have clues and evidence. The person with an axe wanted to win an argument, so we can see here that to win an argument is this one. So this is the motive, and this is the axe. So we know this for sure, so we put that there. And that also means that these cannot be connected to win an argument. And we know that an axe cannot be connected to any other motive. So we do that. And we cross this out. Now this fingerprint was found on a harpoon. Let's see who that fingerprint belongs to. That fingerprint is certainly Dean Glaucus. So, back to main. Dean Glaucus was this guy, and he had an harpoon because his fingerprint was found on a harpoon. So he had a harpoon and he didn't have anything else. So the harpoon cannot be connected to anybody else, etc, etc, exactly like before. Baron Maroon hated the person who brought Myrtle Volume 1. So Baron Maroon what this is saying is that Baron Maroon did not have Myrtle Volume 1. I think that's all it's saying. A messenger from the sublime confraternity of the Mystic Water gave Logico a note that read this. It's all with anagrams, and this actually can get quite difficult. It seems simple at first, but then it's like, what the hell does this one word say? But this is the person who... I'm sure you're yelling at me right now, because this is so easy to understand, and I'm when tweened to okay, the person who wanted to rage with jealousy was on, oh my god, was on, so this is a location, was on the docks. Okay, the person who wanted to rage with jealousy was on the docks. I was like, what is it? Because sometimes the acronym can also be in the same, like they can be shambled, they can be randomized so much that they come back to being the same word. So the docks is connected to rage with jealousy, which is the heart. So rage with jealousy and docks, which is that. Let me make sure. Yep. So everything else cannot be connected to these. And there we go. So we got that. Also, if you say the code, it will always say, no matter how much you try, the Detective Club decoder ring can't crack this code. Maybe the letters are scrambled, or maybe there's something else. I mean, I don't know if it's always like that, but the times I've done it, it's always been like that. So, Silverton the Legend was seen by the ancient ruins. The ancient ruins are the Moai statue, and Silverton the Legend is the silver one, of course. So this guy right here, let's go. The suspect who wanted to hide an affair was found indoors, and the only indoors one that we have are the mysterious mansion. The other ones are not indoors. So, who wanted to hide an affair? Interesting. Cool, okay, so now these two, like, we're narrowing it down. Then, while stroking his magnificent eyebrows, he took the statements of the four suspects, knowing the innocent would always tell the truth, while the guilty would always lie. By deducing which of them must be lying, Logico would be able to identify who done it. Now this is, I haven't gotten this, because again I haven't played with motives yet, so this is interesting. Statements. Silverton the Legend. Let me tell you how it is. An ordinary brick was by the ancient ruins. So, I still don't know if that's true or not, but in the meantime, I'm gonna say that an ordinary brick was by the ancient ruins. I'm gonna put a question mark there, cause we don't know. Huh, I was on the docks, says Judge Pine. So, he probably was on the docks. Dean Glaucus, I did not bring an ordinary brick. So, how do I say this? Because, no, we know that Dean Glaucus did not bring an ordinary brick. So Dean Glaucus is telling the truth, and we already have that here, because he had an harpoon. So yeah. And Baron Maroon says that an ordinary brick was by the ancient ruins. Wait a second. If both of them are saying the same thing, that must mean that both of them are telling the truth. Because it can't be that one is lying. If one was lying, then both of them would be lying. So this has to be the truth, and this has to be a lie. Which means that Judge Pine was not on the docks, and Judge Pine is the culprit. Then Detective Logico gathered all of the suspects into one room and made them listen to him explain his elaborate reasoning before he finally got to the part where he announced who done it. Now, here's the thing. We don't have everything yet, but we have everything that we can get from the clues and evidence. So what we need to do now is cross-reference everything else. We know that there was a brick, that a brick was found by the ancient ruins. And we know that a brick cannot be connected to winning an argument. So we know that since the brick is in ancient ruin, we know that that cannot be here. That winning an argument cannot be in the ancient ruins. So winning an argument was in is connected to the haunted grove, and silence a witness was in the ancient ruins. Oh, let's go for Murdle Volume 1, because we have two possible options here. The ancient ruins has already been connected with the brick, so whoever was at the ancient ruins has to have the brick. So that means that Judge Pine had Murdle Volume 1. We know that an axe was used to win an argument, and we know that whoever wanted to win an argument went to the haunted grove, which means that whoever has the axe was in the haunted grove. Right here. There we go. Also, let's do this, because otherwise this will get difficult. And there we go. Yes. We didn't connect any motive to any suspect yet, but we should. That's what we need to do now, because we know that ancient ruins is connected to winning an argument, silencing a witness, sorry. So we know that Silverton the Legend wanted to silence a witness. Oh my god, I'm so excited to finally be able to say that it was Dean Glaucus with a harpoon at the docks to rage with jealousy. Make your accusation. It was Dean Glaucus with a harpoon at the docks to rage with jealousy. Detective Logico declared. Was he right? Suspect weapon. Wait, what does that mean? Was it wrong? Dean Glaucus protested his innocence and hired as his expert witness Inspector Ratino. At the trial, the inspector revealed a vision he had experienced that, beyond all doubt, proved Judge Pine committed the murder with Murdle Volume 1 in the mysterious mansion to hide an affair. We connected all of that. It's just, wait a sec. When the jury analyzed the case, they realized it was the only solution that made sense. Detective Logico was heartbroken and devastated at this failure. And that concludes Murder at the Secluded Island. You did not solve today's Murdle. Wow. What? Wait. But Judge Pine said he was on the... Why did I decide that it was Dean Glaucus? Because I had said that it was Judge Pine, but then all of a sudden I decided it was Dean Glaucus. Dean Glaucus did not bring an ordinary brick, because Silverton the Legend did. He was telling the truth, and I did say that he was telling the truth. I'm so stupid. Oh my god, this is so annoying. But I guess this is it. I admit defeat, and Ah, I'm gonna go cry in bed out of shame. But in the meantime, please go ahead and visit Murdle.com and play this game yourself if you're into this kind of detective kind of game, because this game is fantastic. Again, I love it. Even though I lost, I love it so much. And there's a new Murdle every day, just like Wordle. There's a new Myrtle every day, and they're all so much fun. So please go make today's Myrtle when you're seeing this, and come back and tell me how you did. Tell me if you had motives in yours as well, because that's not always the case. But yeah, and tell me if you like this game, if you love it as much as I do. But other than that, like and subscribe as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!